And we are live. What's going on, gentlemen? How you guys doing? Hopefully you're looking forward to the boxing. We've got a good weekend coming up, obviously the big fight, as we all know. But, Eubank Jr., Korobov, good fight, really interested. There's a lot to look forward to, man. There really is. Again, I presume we'll talk about Joshua Ruiz again tonight. We'll see how it goes. No real plan, as always. We'll just let it roll, really, man. Let it roll. You know how it is. We've got official scorecard boxing in the chat already. He came in before we even started, so shout out to official. Big time. Well, he's been supporting a long time, man. So big up official. We've got George Michael in the chat. What's going on, George? How you doing? What's going on, man? Yeah, just a quick live stream. I don't think we'll be going on too long. It is, 12:30 in the UK? Pretty late, but yeah, man, it's a great weekend, man. It's a great weekend. 1 second, I need to close all this shit in the background. Ridian Smith, very good comment, very good question. Does anybody else feel attacked for not supporting AJ while being British? Yeah, I mean, I think British fans have that mentality where if you don't support a British fighter, you're some kind of hater or you're anti-UK. It's not the case. Like with boxing, it's an individual sport. I like who I like. Do you know what I mean? And while I don't dislike Joshua, he's certainly not one of my favorites. So, I mean, I wouldn't be devastated if he loses, put it that way. It is what it is, man. People should be free to support who they want. That's all there is to it. And as a fighter, I do like Joshua. He's exciting. He's vulnerable. He's a good fighter in his own right. He brings excitement. So I've got no problem with Joshua, but it is what it is, man. You are right though. In the UK, there is that culture where if you don't support the home fighter, you're like biased in some way. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I like Ruiz too, Ridian. I like his style. Nice hand speed, good in the pocket, brings something different to the division. He really does. Yeah, George Michael, very interesting weighing. Interesting weigh-in, I should say. And as for Andy Ruiz, what did he weigh? 280? What was it? 286? Something like that. But he was wearing full clothes, jewelry, a fucking sombrero. Like he was wearing a lot of shit. So he's not as heavy as 286, whatever it was. I would say mid 270s, to be honest. But still, definitely heavier than the last time. Is that really going to matter? I don't think so. What was more interesting to me was Joshua's weight loss. I actually felt he looked like a boxer. He was a lot leaner, a lot less bulk. I felt Joshua looked really good at the weigh-in. And that's what I was more intrigued about. I was kind of intrigued to see what the weight loss would be. I predicted low 240s. I didn't expect him to go into the 230s. So, Joshua at the weigh-in was really interesting. I felt he looked good. And I think that means he'll try and, use his legs, keep the range, and, try and box Ruiz from the outside. Try to rely on a bit more foot speed, a bit more hand speed, and have a better gas tank in the process. But, I felt he looked good. I think that's the best I've seen Joshua on the scales for a hell of a long time, since before he won a title, And when Joshua was on the come-up, when he was in the 230s, obviously his hands were a lot quicker, better combinations, more explosive. So I don't think he'll lose much power by dropping that weight. I think it's only really going to help him out, to be honest. And I'm not really convinced it's going to affect his chin either, because Joshua hasn't lost weight necessarily by design. It's kind of happened naturally. So from what Joshua's been saying, he's purely been focusing on boxing in camp. So sparring, heavy bag, pads. That's what he's been focusing on. No real resistance training, no real weight training, all boxing, and the weight's come off naturally. So he's not killed his body to take off weight and take off muscle. It's happened naturally. So I can't see it depleting him in that aspect where he can't take a punch. I think his punch resistance will be the same as it always is, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be any worse. And theoretically, if his stamina is better, his chin could be better. I mean, you're more likely to get knocked out when you're tired, right? So, I mean, I don't think it's going to affect Joshua's punch resistance at all, to be honest. I really don't. BG London in the chat. What's going on, BG? How you doing, man? Shout out to BG London. We've got Pedro in the chat as well. When are the stats in the fight? I'm not sure what you mean, brother. I'm not sure what you mean. Not sure what you mean, man. Not sure what you mean. Exactly, Riddy. And before the weigh-in, he could have also, had a lot to drink, had a meal. There's a lot to consider with heavyweights at weigh-ins. So I don't think Ruiz Jr. will be affected that much, in all honesty. Yeah, Mr. Doc, I agree. I think Ruiz's weight, I think people are looking too much into it. We should have really learned that lesson by now, to be honest. But yeah, I do agree. The only problem is if he's not been dedicated to his sparring and turned into Buster Ruiz exactly. As long as he's been putting in the sparring, doing his boxing training, keeping sharp, he'll be the same old Ruiz, in my opinion. SSB in the chat, the Quags in the chat, shout out to you guys. Ruiz Jr. is on that Buster Douglas diet. Fucking hell. Right Hook Boxing in the chat as well. Shout out to Right Hook Boxing. Big up Right Hook. He's got a channel himself. Check him out. Very good stuff. Yeah, George Michael, someone play that Pena del Galos song to troll AJ. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Ridian, he fluctuates between 72 kilograms and 76 kilograms in a day. No problem. Exactly, man. Exactly. 100%. Yo, we've got Ness Mendoza in the chat. Shout out to Ness. What's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Very good to see you. No problem, Right Hook, man. It's always you don't have to say thank you, man. I do try and plug people's channels, man, especially the ones I like. Well, I wouldn't fucking plug it if I didn't like it. So there we go. I do plan on making a video at some point before year's end, just doing a shout out video to other channels who I really like. There's plenty of channels, so I plan on getting that video out maybe at Christmas. Maybe at Christmas. And we're actually sober tonight, believe it or not. Apologies for last night's drunk stream. Well, I wasn't drunk. I was a bit wavy, but yeah, you know how it is. You know how it is. SSB, that is true. Yeah, Ruiz. I mean, this is the heaviest I've seen him, to be honest. But I don't think it really matters, man. I really don't. I really don't. Good, Nes Mendoza. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're all cool. That's the way it's got to be, man. It's a great weekend, man. I think everyone's happy. Relax, chill out, watch the fights, have a good time. You know how it is. Watching the fight with a bunch of casuals, but from my best mates. So that's going to be fun. Get some beers in, get some takeaways in. You know how it is. It's going to be good. Official, what's funny is since the weigh-in, people are laughing at AJ saying, "Lo, he's dumb. Ruiz tricked him into losing weight while Ruiz came in heavier." Now, sure, Ruiz could hurt him. But yeah, I know what you're trying to say. But if you are Joshua and you have a right game plan for Ruiz, this weight choice is great. I agree. I totally agree. And I think, like I said, the weight loss kind of makes me believe he will box in that style to try and maintain that range. Dexter Rico in the chat. What's going on, man? How you doing? Glad of you to drop by. If you guys could smash the like as well, really helps us out. Not been as active as I would have liked recently due to life and the universe and everything in it, but I plan on making more videos, man. I really do. But again, this weekend, a tough one because I'm out tomorrow. So post-fight videos are going to be late, more than likely Sunday. So look out for those. Again, yeah, sorry about that, but it is what it is. Yeah, Ridian. I mean, you might be right. I mean, there's an art. There is an art to clinching. You know, where you can clinch without giving your body up, and where you can neutralize your opponent. There is a way to do it. You don't just kind of run in and hug and give your opponent chances to throw shots. It's an art, I guess. It's a skill in itself. I don't like it particularly, but not anybody can clinch. There is a skill to it. There's a certain skill to it. Mr. Doc, when Buster Douglas beat Mike, he was in the best shape of his life. Then he got fat for Holyfield. It's not like Ruiz came in 20 pounds lighter than usual the first time around. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. George Michael, military mindset, killer mindset, rhythm and flow, reconnect with soil. I'm superior. Bow, steady base. Come on, G. Humble. 100%. Fucking hell. I don't. Nah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Nez, I agree. He'll be distance fighting Ruiz, but he's got to maintain that range. He needs to maintain discipline. If he's got Ruiz hurt, what I'll tell you what would be very interesting. I've said it before. If Joshua hurts Ruiz early or drops him, how's Joshua going to react based on what happened last time? How's he going to react? Will he lose that killer instinct, and box more sensibly? Or will he fall into the same mistake and go for the finish? Maybe this time he'll get the finish. But it would be really interesting to see Joshua in that position again, where he's got Ruiz on the floor. Ruiz gets up. What does he do in that moment? That'd be very interesting. Very interesting. And it could happen. Oh, yo, Apollo Spade in the chat. Shout out to Apollo Spade. He's dropping by. He's got a channel himself. So check out Apollo Spade. He's been putting videos out there. Let's get him some more subs, man. Good channel. Very good channel. Yeah, Lewis, exactly. Yeah, Ward was a master of clinching, but still managing to be nasty with his offense. Yeah, exactly. So he could neutralize his opponent, but create space for himself to throw shots. That's not easy to do. It's really not. Yo, Dominic Cheshire in the chat. What's going on, Dom? How you doing? Big up Dominic as well. He's always supporting, as is Lou, as all you guys do, man. A lot of you guys are regulars. Lewis, BG, Dominic, Nez, George Michael, Apollo, all you guys come out to support the Quags. Mr. Doc's been here a few times now. Official, yeah. You guys are fucking legends. Absolute fucking legends. Yeah, Dominic, I'm looking forward to Eubank Korobov. I think that's a really good fight. I give credit to Eubank for taking it because stylistically that's not an easy fight for Eubank. It's really not. Korobov does a lot that troubles Eubank in terms of style. So from a matchmaking perspective, that's a risky fight. It's a risky fight. If you're Chris Eubank Jr. and you're making your US debut, why would you fight Matt Korobov? Surely you're going to fight somebody to kind of complement your style and make you look good on your debut. That's not the case. He's taken a risky fight, so I give Eubank Jr. credit for taking this fight. I know Korobov is 36. He has been inactive, and he's not the perfect fighter. He's got flaws, but he's a good fighter, and stylistically, it's a tough one. So I like the fight, and I'll give Eubank credit. Sal West, Wilder Fury rematch announcement tomorrow. You never know, man. You never know with Deontay Wilder. He makes a habit of doing that on Joshua Fight Week. So you never know. George Michael, Fury's a fat fuck, but Andy's a big lad. Yeah. Thank you, Nez. Thank you very much. I appreciate you thinking my insights are decent. I do try and put some decent stuff out there, but Not everyone agrees, but that's the world we live in, right? If everybody agreed, it'd be boring. That's the worst thing. Riddy and Smith, I've got no clue what channel Eubank Jr. is fighting on. I think it's some obscure channel in the UK, like not Sky, not BT, nothing like that. Some really obscure channel, which is a shame because it's a good fight. BG London, Ruiz should do the Goonies truffle shuffle if he wins. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I liked his celebration last time, man. Just jumping up and down, man. You know, that gut flying about. Amazing, amazing scenes. Like, even if you're a big Joshua fan, you can't help but smile with that celebration from Ruiz. Just like so fucking genuine. Do you know what I mean? Just like the genuine joy. You could see it, man. It's good to see. You know, really good to see. Yeah, Saturday, Eubank Jr. Korobov. Dexter Rico. Ruiz took that flush right hand from Joshua just after the knockdown, so he can't underestimate Ruiz's chin. Might be the difference this time around. 100%. Ruiz has a very good chin. Even when he was dropped, I've heard so many people say, oh, Joshua was close to knocking Ruiz out. Yo, Ruiz wasn't hurt. Straight up. He felt the shot. It was a big shot. It knocked him off balance. He wasn't hurt. Look at how he got up. Look at his legs. Look at his base. How strong he was. He wasn't really hurt like that. Joshua wasn't close to knocking Ruiz out. I'm sorry, he wasn't. Just because the knockdown looked heavy doesn't necessarily mean the guy's hurt. And I don't think Ruiz Jr. was badly hurt at all. And we saw that with his response. If he was hurt, he wouldn't have kept his shape so well and landed those shots. Obviously, you can luck out when you're hurt and land a big shot, but that wasn't that from Ruiz. He was calculated. He knew what he was doing. So I don't think Joshua did hurt Ruiz Jr. last time around, if I'm being completely honest. Can he do it this time? We'll see. Duck, Jamal Charlo abusing a leprechaun. Yeah, Jamal Charlo, he'll beat Dennis Hogan fairly comfortably. Dennis Hogan could spoil for a few rounds, maybe make Charlo look bad, but I think Charlo will get the job done. And I expect a knockout. I honestly expect a good performance from Charlo. Last two fights haven't really been impressed. Obviously, Korobov, very close fight, really struggled. And even against Brandon Adams, clearly won that fight, but, you know, he didn't look good doing it. So I want to see a knockout from Jamal Charlo. I want to see a good performance, you know. He's due one. He really is. Yeah, SSB, I think the Charlo card is on some random pay-per-view channel I've not heard of. Premier something, maybe? Premier Sport? Never heard of it. So nobody's going to buy it, man. Nobody's going to buy it. Again, that's a disgrace by the PBC. Start of the year, they come in and say, oh, we're going to broadcast PBC fight cards on ITV. When was the last card they fucking showed? I don't even remember. I think the last card ITV showed in the UK from PBC was Furman Pacquiao, and that was pay-per-view over here. So, yeah, they've kind of just given up on ITV, unfortunately. Sal West, anyone notice the lump of bone on the back of Ruiz's head? No. No, I'll check it out, man. Fucking hell. Yeah, we've got Khan in the chat. What time is the fight starting? UK time. Apparently, the fight starts at 9:30. Like, that's when they're going to be in the ring and about to go. So it's a bit earlier than usual. But, yeah, around 9:30, apparently. Seth Yaboa, any link for this fight? If you're talking about the Joshua fight, the website I recommend is... One second. What I'll do for you, let me I'll get you the website. I think it's this one. Okay. If you're still here, Seth, that's the website I use to stream fights. Usually via VIP Box Live is the one. That's the one. Yeah, right hook boxing, I agree with Eubank. Gone under the radar. Yeah, exactly. I think it's just because of a fight that's happening before Joshua Ruiz too. He's always going to get overshadowed, but to put it on some random channel on pay-per-view makes no sense. Terrible idea. Who's going to buy that, man? I think Chris Eubank Sr. is the only guy who's going to buy that. Crazy. Crazy shit. Yeah, I've never seen Premier Sports, Ridian. I've never even heard of it, to be quite honest. Duck. Ishmael Barroso beat Yelese. Jesus Christ, that's an upset. I felt Yelese was a good contender in that weight class. Not the type of guy to become a world champion, but a solid contender. I felt Barroso was washed. Jesus. Damn, I'm shocked about that. Ishmael Barroso beating Yelese. Did he knock him out? That's crazy. Crazy stuff, man. Yeah, we've got Paul Brown in the chat. What's going on, man? Yeah, I agree, by the way, in regards to Ruiz. I don't think it's a big problem at all. I don't think much will really change, in all honesty. Like I've said before, I felt the more interesting aspect of the weigh-in was Joshua's weight. Oh, Duck, are you saying Ruiz was... sorry, are you saying Ruiz was hurt in that first fight? I honestly don't think he was. Honestly, I don't think he was. Obviously, he felt it. I'm not saying he felt fucking nothing. You know what I mean, though? He was never on the verge of being knocked out. Never. Oh, Ridian Smith. Makhmudov is fighting tomorrow night, I believe. I think Makhmudov is fighting Samuel Peter, believe it or not. Crazy. Samuel Peter's still active. Madness. Fucking madness. Yeah, we've got Dennis Hogan as well tomorrow. Jamal Charlo. Yeah. I think we're all going with Charlo in that fight. Yeah, Ridian Smith, totally agree. Scott Fitzgerald, UK fighter of the decade for beating fucking Anthony Fowler. 100%. SSB, his theory is that Eubank Sr. wanted the card on pay-per-view to shove it up Matchroom's ass. Yeah, exactly. They're going to get fucked, though. Nobody's going to buy it. Nobody even knows Eubank's fighting this weekend. And Eubank, listen, Eubank Jr., he's a fairly big name in the UK. He's not like massive like his dad, but people know who he is. And usually when he fights, there is some type of buzz. Not always big, but it gets some type of coverage, but nobody even knows he's fighting this weekend. Duck, he's saying Parker's picking Joshua. Yeah. He's shared the ring with both. Yeah, official. That's the guy. Let's say he's the guy from Canada who beat Cletus Seldin. Yeah. He outboxed him and dropped him a couple of times. He looked okay. I'm really surprised by that, Duck. I really wasn't expecting that. Good win for Barroso, though. Puts him back in the mix. Oh, BG London. Wilder's picking Andy Ruiz. No doubt about it. Whoever Joshua fights from now on, Wilder's picking that dude. Sal West. Povetkin Hunter's hard to call. I totally agree. If I was a betting man, I'd say Hunter on points hedged by Povetkin by knockout. I think Hunter's got the freshness, the speed of hand and foot to really trouble Povetkin and outpoint him in multiple rounds. And if he makes the distance, he should win on points. However, Povetkin's got very, very good timing. He's a very good boxer, good punching power. If Michael Hunter makes silly mistakes, he can get knocked out. And listen, Sergey Kuzmin was catching Michael Hunter with left hooks fairly regularly. Hunter did take both shots well, he did. But you don't want to be giving Povetkin left hooks like that because, Povetkin can knock anybody out on his day. So it's a dangerous fight for Hunter. I'm leaning towards him on points, but I wouldn't be shocked at all if Povetkin pulled it out. Very good fight, though, again. Really like that one. Duck. Sam Peters in good shape. Jesus Christ, that's a fucking... said nobody ever. Apparently, Duck is not kidding. Apparently, Samuel Peters in good shape. Dominic Ceccheri, he wants to see David Price versus Samuel Peter. Totally agree, son. That is pay-per-view worthy. I'd watch that shit. That is car crash TV. Let's have it. I think fucking Sam Peter could win. I really do. He could knock him out. No, Earn with Hearn. Joshua is in the 230s. I think, what was Joshua? 236, 237, something like that. A lot lighter than usual. I think he was 237, something like that. He weighed in at. Basically, he's 10 pounds lighter from the last Ruiz fight. So, yeah, he's been working hard, man. He's been working hard. Boxing Brains, did you rate Teslenko before he got sparked? I felt he was a good prospect. I saw his very first fights. So when he was like 4-5-0. And back then I felt, do you know what? This guy's worth watching. But as his career progressed, it was kind of clear to see the guy wasn't really what I thought he was. And he was a sitting duck. And eventually, he got exposed. George Michael Foreman versus Makhmudov bare knuckle in the ring. Fucking hell. Yeah, thank you, Nez, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, Duck, yeah. Fair play to Barroso. Coming off a few losses now. But that's a big win. That's a really big win. Yeah, George Michael, Povetkin is solid, man. He's a very good fighter, especially being undersized like he is. Excellent counterpuncher, and he can counterpunch on the front foot. He's an excellent boxer. His technical skills are underrated. Povetkin, he's a really good fighter. And when he's on form, he's great to watch. One of the best left hooks you'll ever see. Great left hook, the leaping left hook. But also his right hand. He's got a sneaky right hand. His technique on his right hand is really weird. It's not like a super straight punch. It's kind of crooked, but he'll throw the right hand. Have you ever watched cricket when they kind of throw a ball? I don't know what you call it. They bowl where they throw the ball. His right hand, his right hand. The technique is weird. Like he's almost bringing it up from low. And like he's bowling a ball, basically. It's really, I can't explain it, but yeah, the technique on his right hand's weird as hell. But it's very effective. Very good fighter, though. Now, Iridian, I don't think, yeah. I mean, as bad as Dillian White looks on the scales, I think Marius Wack, man, he's a punching bag. But having said that, Marius Wack looked in decent shape. And, maybe he fancies it now. Maybe he saw Dillian White have a weigh-in and said to himself, fuck it, I'm going to give this a go. But I think once Wack gets hit to the body a few times, I think he'll try and survive, to be honest. I think the desire is long gone for Marius Wack. He's sticking around now for a few paydays, basically being a high-level journeyman, That's what Marius Wack is now. Just a big tough guy with a good chin. Yeah, Ridian, it could be ugly, Marius Wack, Dillian White. It could be ugly. Yeah, Sal West. Yeah, Chisora Usek. That could be for the vacant title. Once Ruiz or AJ gets stripped, could be. Or it could be Usek Fury, because Fury's higher ranked. But yeah, nah, scrap that. Apparently Fury's fighting Wilder. Ignore what I just fucking said. Yeah, Chisora Usek could get made. Duck. He wants to see David Price Dimitrenko before he dies. Fucking hell. Yeah, official. You can see certain with Povetkin, you can see certain Tyson-esque traits in his style. You can tell he watched Tyson on the come up, maybe as a kid, maybe as an inspiration. There's certain Tyson-esque attributes in Povetkin's style. I've noticed that. But yeah, we've got Earn with Hearn in the chat. He's talking to Inez Mendoza. Dominic Chechery, what do you want from Santa Claus this year? I've got no fucking clue. I've not even done any Christmas shopping, mate, honestly. Do you know what I mean? I can't stand Christmas, if I'm being honest. As I get older, do you know what? I just fucking dislike it more and more. I've got a fucking small circle, but every single fucking year, I seem to have to spend more money on fucking Christmas. I don't know how it fucking happens. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's okay, man. It's good to see family and whatnot. Everyone's together, but Christmas just doesn't do it for me like it used to. When I was a young kid, I just don't feel that same buzz for it. I can't lie. Like it's not really my time of year. I'm a summer. I love summer. That's my time. I'm a summer guy. Yeah, Dominic. Yeah, Dillian White is different class to Marius Wack. He's a much better fighter. He's going to smash him up. Apparently, SSB 28. Apparently, George Foreman doesn't like the Ruiz weight. He criticizes Ruiz for partying and his lifestyle. Could Foreman know something that the public don't know? Maybe. And George Foreman has actually always been high on Andy Ruiz. Years ago, way before he fought even Joseph Parker, George Foreman was raving about Andy Ruiz Jr. Not sure if you guys remember that. He actually said, I believe he said Ruiz Jr. was a future heavyweight champion. And back then, people laughed at him. But, he got it right. But, that comment obviously is interesting because George Foreman, he's been very kind to Ruiz in the past. So, for him to come out and say that does make you wonder. It does. It really does. Yeah, we've got Max Wayne in the chat. Yeah, the AJ fight is the main event starts at about 9:30 Saturday night, 9:30 p.m. UK time. That's when both guys should be in the ring, about to go. So fairly early. Yo, Duck, all the guys who knocked out Joshua are fighting this weekend. Nistor, Majidov, White, and Ruiz. Is Nistor fighting? I never knew that. I knew he was turning pro, but I never saw anything. 1 second. Let's have a look at this. Mihai Nistor. Mihai Nistor. He was a very good amateur. The more these guys turn pro, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Get some more fucking blood in the old heavyweight division. Let's have a look. Mihai Nistor. Pro boxing. Oh, he fought this. Okay, he fought already. And he knocked out his opponent on his pro debut. He fought on the 5th. Okay. And he won by knockout, yeah. So yeah, Mihai Nistor turned pro. He's only 29. I thought he was older than that, to be honest. 5'11" heavyweight though. Can Mihai Nistor really make an impact? We'll see. We'll see. Yes, Nes Mendoza. Nes Mendoza says, smash the like button. 100%. Yeah, really helps us out, man. Really helps us out. Iridian Smith, he wants the girl from the bank in town. She's a painting. Christmas gift from heaven. Yeah, man. Yeah, banks always have some nice chicks, though. There's always some nice hot chick in a bank. So it seems to be that way anyway, man. You know what I mean? L Dog. Yeah, what's up, L Dog? How you doing, man? He wants Javonta Davis to get his ass whooped by Lomachenko. That'd be the best Christmas present. Yeah. That's a good topic, though. Like, Christmas fucking wishes for boxing in 2020. Like, if you could have one thing, what would it be? Like, what fight would it be? You know, I wouldn't even fucking know where to start, to be quite honest. I'd have to think about it. Yeah, Labito's Den Boxing. What's up, Gonzalo? How you doing, man? Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying with Andy Ruiz. If Dillian White came in with all his clothes on and bling, he would weigh a lot heavier as well. So I think some people are going a bit overboard on Andy Ruiz's weight. He's not as heavy as what he weighed in at. He's not that heavy. You know, he was wearing a fucking sombrero, bling, clothes, may have had a phone in his pocket, wallet. So he's not 283 pounds or 286, whatever it is. He's probably, I would say he's mid 270s. Andy Ruiz. Apology Man, shout out to Apology Man. He's dropping a super chat. He's spreading that Christmas spirit, man. Shout out to Apology Man. Yeah, Apology Man, you need to start uploading videos. No doubt, man. But thank you very much. Thank you for the support. Sal West, he's saying Joshua will retire on his stool or be pulled out. Once McCracken sees the repeat of June 1st, Joshua's going to revert back to type and get caught. Damn. Calling that is an interesting one. Quitting on his stool or getting pulled out? Man, I can't see it. Exactly, Ridian. Smashing the like helps the channel. Yeah, apology. I know the fucking feeling. Like the last few weeks with work, man, new job and that, it's been a fucking pain in the arse. To be honest, it really has. I've not had the time I would have liked, to do other shit. But that's life, man. You know, you got to get that bread in, you got to get that money in, some way, somehow. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. Yeah, we've got Mohammed Ahmad Bruce Lee in the chat. What's going on, bruv? How you doing? Yeah, Anyone else glad the Usyk? Sorry, the White UCAD saga is over. Yeah, it was getting tiresome. I'm glad there's a resolution to it. So we'll see where Dillian White goes from here. 2020, we should get some big fights for him. There's some big fights for Dillian White. Yeah, exactly. Nordic Warrior. The B sample never got it was never located. Fucking hell. I think fucking Andy Ruiz ate fucking the B sample. It's crazy. George Michael, best entrance music. He says Alexander Usyk. I'll tell you what, I always liked Vladimir Klitschko's entrance. I felt that was pretty good. Can't Stop by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Really liked that entrance. I liked who else? George Grove's entrance as well. Spitfire by Prodigy. That is really fucking cool. There's been some guys out there who have come into some good songs, man. Gonzalo, he's got Korobov beating Eubank. I think it's a possibility. I really think that fight's a banana skin. And from matchmaking perspective, I'm really surprised they made it. Because, like I've said, Matt Korobov does all of the things that Eubank struggles with, or that he's shown to struggle with in the past. So that's a risky fight. I give Eubank credit for taking it, because a lot of guys, if they have a bad style that they don't like, they'll avoid it. But Eubank's trying to, take that style on again. So fair play. I'll give him credit. Yo, Crazy D3 with a super chat. Thank you for the support, man. Dillian looks pregnant. Yeah, he looks out of shape. He looks out of shape. That's the worst I've seen him look. I think that was a career heaviest for Dillian. He looked terrible. Beer barrel fucking gut. Crazy. Ben Haynes, he says Josh Taylor's entrance step on by Happy Mondays. Yeah, Josh Taylor, when he fought O'Hara Davis, he came into Nowhere to Run. That was a fucking great entrance. I think it was, Nowhere to Run, something like that. Really fucking good entrance. Yeah, Vitaly's Hell's Bells official, yeah. Yeah. Yo, Fulani Pietas, sorry if I've said that wrong. He says he can't wait to see how Joshua redesigns Andy's face. It could happen if he can get behind that jab and keep Ruiz at bay. You know, he could do a bit of facial surgery. We'll see what happens, man. It's a very good fight, but I think that's what Joshua's going to try and do. Be more methodical behind the jab, utilize that reach, and he'll try and chop Ruiz down slowly. He won't try and rush it this time around if he's got Ruiz in a bit of trouble. But it's going to be interesting. Yeah, Mayweather, born in the USA for the Hatton fight. Yeah, that's a good shout, you know. Not the biggest Floyd fan, but that was a good entrance. I like Dillian White's entrances. It starts with that fucking Jaws theme song, and it goes into AC/DC. Yeah, Dillian White's got a good entrance as well. Okay, hang on. Yeah, apology, man. He's saying he needs to hurt Ruiz to keep him from walking him down. Yeah, he needs to get Ruiz's respect, but you can do that with a jab. You know, if he starts to bust Ruiz's face up, you know, rather than him damage that nose, make him feel pain, then a good jab, you know, is a good way to do it. I mean, you don't really have to rock somebody to kind of keep them at bay. If you're sticking that jab in their face, you know, their desire and their will to win can be depleted. So I think he needs to get his respect. I do agree. He needs to get his respect in some way, whether that's hurting him with a big shot or being accurate with that jab and chopping him down slowly. Yeah, Nordic Warrior, he says Prime Whack would have beaten Bakole, certainly wouldn't have got stopped. Yeah, I think he might have lost on points due to work rate, but yeah, these days Marius Whack is just he's a punching bag with legs. He's still got a very good chin. Like, he's never been dropped in his pro career. I know he's been stopped by Povetkin and Bakole, but he was on his feet both times. You know? He's got a hell of a chin. Hell of a chin, Marius Whack. A crazy chin, like a Terminator fucking chin. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Beterbiev, stranglehold by Ted Nugent, yeah. There's been some good entrance music, man, for fighters over the years. I always hate the fucking cliche ones, though. You know when some fighter will come into fucking Lose Yourself by Eminem? Like, the worst fucking entrance music ever, man. It's so cliche. It's like, fucking hell. Like, really? Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Yeah, Wack is massive, Gonzalo. Like, he was towering over Dillian White, sorry. Exactly, Crazy D3. That's what Dillian needs to do. He needs to work that body of Marius Vac. Forget about the chin. Yeah, just grind him down. You know, work that body, be active, and Marius Vax should go into his shell. He'll take Dillian rounds. There's no doubt about it. I don't expect Dillian to look that great in this fight, if I'm being honest. You know, being with what's happened over the last few months, the shape he's in. I think Dillian could look a bit ordinary, maybe similar to the Hellenius fight, but he'll get the job done. He'll get the win. He'll get the win. But I wouldn't be surprised to see that type of fight where he kind of not struggles, but just doesn't look himself. Yeah, Marius Wax's chin sticks out. Yeah, you could fucking carve diamonds with it. Crazy stuff. Yo, B Space in the chat. Shout out to B Space, man. Shout out, man. Glad you can make it. Yeah. Yeah, Beterbiev stranglehold by Ted Nugent. That is a good shout. Nordic Warrior. He'd walk into Spyro the Dragon music. Fucking hell. I don't know what I'd walk into, you know. I really don't. I'd have to think about it, but Crazy D3 still hoping Ty and Booth rocks up to Saudi. Yeah, he'd get fucking executed over there. Jesus. Yeah, Golovkin Seven Nation Army. That's a good shout. Yo, Jackal Davis in the chat. We've got Jackal Davis here. Another one of the regulars. Shout out to Jackal, man. What song would I come into, man? George Michael, he'd walk into Godfather song. Everyone gets creeped out. Fucking hell. I don't know what I'd come into, man. I'm trying to think about it now. Like, part of me would want to come into like a movie soundtrack, like a really good soundtrack to a movie I like. There's a few that I'd come into. What would I come into? Do you know whose entrance is fucking sick? It's not boxing, but it's MMA. Jorge Masvidal, when he comes into the Scarface music. That's a great entrance. I love that movie, so you know that I love that entrance just for mute, like the soundtrack to Scarface. Hell of an entrance. Love that. Yeah, man. Jackal Davis, man. Shout out to Jackal Davis. Hollywood Undead. Never heard of it, man. I'll take. I need to listen to it. Jurassic Park for Miller would be good. Fucking hell. Man. Stephen Bonner. I fucking, yeah, I remember that dude. A long time ago now. Jesus Christ. Anybody see Errol Spence's prediction for Ford versus Ferrari? Fucking hell. I think he made some good points. Jesus Christ. Duck says his ring entrance music would be Pacquiao's angelic singing. Fucking hell. Yeah, Colby Covington's cut angle WWE theme in the UFC. That's a good shout. Colby Covington's fucking funny as hell. I like that guy, man. He's trolling everybody, man. It's fucking hilarious. People are biting as well. That guy's hilarious. Really is, man. I used to play Spyro as a kid, man. Like way back when. I wasn't a Spyro guy though. Like I played Spyro, but I was always a Crash Bandicoot guy when I was a kid. Like Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3. Great games. I had so many memories on Crash. My favourite was the second one. I think it was Cortex Strikes Back, I want to say, was the title. That is my favourite Crash Bandicoot. I got the Insane Trilogy when I had a PS4. Loved it, man. Playing it back, just loved it. I remembered every fucking trick, everything, man. Just remembered it. I've not played Crash in what? Probably, I ain't played Crash in like 15 years and I still remembered all the tricks, man. I loved Crash Bandicoot as a kid. Loved it. Yeah, Crash Tag Team Racing, yeah. Very good shout. Yeah, George Michael, Triple H, or DX theme tune. Yeah. Right, said Fred, I'm too sexy. Fucking hell. Oh, L Dog, in regards to the weight, with Ruiz, I wasn't really concerned, to be quite honest. I think I'm not going to make much of Ruiz's weight. We've done that before, and it's never really affected him. And he's not as heavy as the weigh-in actually indicated because he was wearing clothes and jewelry and the sombrero. So he's not 286. He's probably mid 270s. But I don't really think that's a big deal. As for Joshua, I felt that's the best I've seen him look in quite some time. Actually looked like a boxer. Actually looked lean. And I think he's going to try and fight a long fight, from range. And he's planning to go a few rounds. I felt he looked quite good. Yeah, Crash Nordic. I think Crash Bandicoot came with my original PS1, I want to say, and I played that game to death. Yeah, Cortex Strikes Back, that's the one. Fucking love that game. Oh, I love that game, man. Everything about that game was immense. It's really weird though, man, because I do game now. Like I'm trying to get back into gaming slowly. So I bought myself an Xbox, and I'm currently playing through Red Dead Redemption now. I can kick back and play it, but like I just don't have that same fucking. I don't get the same joy I used to get from video games. I really want to get back into it, but I don't know, man. Maybe I need to find the right games. But when I was a kid, I played Crash Bandicoot the same levels over and over and over so many times. Games today, they don't have that replay value. They really don't. But I don't know, man. And everything now is fucking microtransactions, pay to win. You pay 40, 50 quid for a game, and then you've got to pay even more to be like competitive online and things like that, man. It's like fucking hell. But yeah, Duck, you're right. Joshua, yeah, he wasn't as robotic in the amateurs. You're right. He was lighter on his feet, better hands, quicker hands, a bit more bounce in his step. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Nordic gaming now is basically, yeah, it's basically a casino. Like, I mean, it's like FIFA. I like FIFA, right? I play FIFA. I've not got the new FIFA, not on my current console, but I do like FIFA. But like Ultimate Team, people spend hundreds of pounds to, build a team basically. It's crazy shit, man. It's pay to win. Just, it's not for me, man. I am enjoying Red Dead Redemption though. I am enjoying it. But yeah, it's I kind of play it as and when I really fancy it. I'm turning into an old fuck. SSB, he says, Dell, you sound old, mate. I'm 25 years young. I've got an old head on my shoulder. On my shoulder, on my shoulders. I'm fucked up, man. It's nearly 1:30 at night. You know how it is. 100% Nordic. Yeah, disc lock DLC, pay to win. Yeah, it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. Like, there's very few games I'm looking at and thinking to myself, yeah, I want to play that. I need to play that. Like, nothing, man. Nothing at all. Like, I'll be honest, I kind of think my Xbox was a waste of money, to be honest. But I'll try some games out and I'll go from there. There's a few games I want to try out. Exactly, Nordic, man. I feel like an old fart. Like, I mean, this May it's going to be 10 years since I left school. May, June, yeah, about May, June, whatever it is. It's going to be 10 years since I've left school. Crazy shit, man. It's insane. It's crazy. It doesn't feel like 10 years, I'll tell you that much. I still feel like the same person. I'm just a lot more fucking cynical, a lot more pessimistic. And yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I still feel the same though, apart from that. Just not quite as optimistic as I used to be, And I'm a lot more, I don't know, I guess just more headstrong with what I believe in, and what I think is right and wrong, I guess. But apart from that, I've not really changed from like years ago. Yeah, Duck. He still has COD 1 on PC. Yeah, I used to love COD as well when I was coming up. COD 4, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2. They were the best Call of Duty games easily. I used to be fucking sick. I think it was Black Ops 1. I used to be immense. That was when I was in my prime. Like, I was like a prime Tyson on Black Ops 1. I was fucking amazing. So good. That was the game I really, really bossed at. Like the Call of Duty, that was for me. Loved that game. I loved the setting, like the kind of time period, the guns, the maps. Really good, man. Yeah, COD 4 as well. I loved COD 4. I loved all those three, like COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1. Loved those games, man. Loved them. Call of Duty made me rage hard though, like especially Modern Warfare 2. I used to get so fucking mad at that game, like mad as hell. Like crazy. Yeah, GoldenEye BG London. That's a great game. Yeah, I loved GoldenEye. Yeah, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2 were amazing, man. The last Call of Duty I got at release was Modern Warfare 3, I want to say. And yeah, man, that game never done it for me. And basically, since then, I've not been into Call of Duty, to be honest. I played Black Ops 3. That wasn't bad. But yeah, yeah, it's not for me anymore. They try and they just overcomplicate it, add too many features, and they kind of lost track of what made Call of Duty fucking good. People want with Call of Duty, it's like an arcade experience. It's kind of casual. That's what it's all about. But they added so many kill streaks and fucking variations on guns and this and that. It's just terrible maps. Yeah, crazy, man. Like, I prefer, if I'm playing a first person shooter these days, it's always going to be Battlefield. I do like Battlefield. Bad Company 2 was a great game. That's a brilliant game. That's my favorite first person shooter, Bad Company 2. Loved that, man. Really loved that. Just sniping on that game was so good because you had to like account for bullet drop and all sorts. It's just really good. Loved that, man. Loved it. Yeah, Nordic. I actually watched your gaming channel, by the way. I've been sub for a little while. I was watching your Hitman videos. I used to play Hitman as a kid, so like again, I think yeah, Hitman 2 was the first Hitman I got introduced with, and I loved it, man. I loved it. I was bad, but it took me a long time to complete it, but loved it. And I played up till Blood Money, I want to say. And yeah, I liked it, man. So I kind of watched your reviews back to back the other day. And yeah, I enjoyed it, man. Good videos. Uncharted, I've never played it. A lot of people say it's great though. Yeah, Uncharted. A lot of people rate it. But like certain games like get me like the one of the best experiences I've had recently, like in the last 5 years with gaming, was actually Outlast. That was a really fucking good game. That's like a horror game. Um, you don't get any weapons basically, and you've got to go through this, various fucking locations and do whatever. And if an enemy sees you, you've got to hide, run away. Really good concept. I really liked Outlast. That was a really good experience. But the last 5 years or so in gaming, like very few moments or experiences where I really, really, really enjoyed it. Where I was desperate to play. I can't really think of any. Outlast is really the only one in the last 5 years. It's crazy. Yeah, Blood Money was good, Nordic. I think for nostalgia reasons, I'm gonna say Hitman 2, to be honest, but purely for nostalgia. I loved fucking Hitman 2. I still like to play the new ones, like the episode things they've released. Fight Night Champion playing as Vladimir, not throwing the right hand. Yeah, I can actually play Fight Night Champion on my Xbox because I still use my old account that I used way back in the day, and I bought Fight Night online on download, sorry, and it's still there. I can re-download it for free. So yeah, I can play Fight Night Champion. Yeah, Outlast was fucking intense, man. Loved that. Loved Outlast. And again, man, speaking of intense games, as a kid, Silent Hill, loved it. Silent Hill 2 was fucking amazing. That was a great experience. Loved Silent Hill 2 and the first one, to be fair. But Silent Hill 2 was great. I was never a big fan of Resident Evil, to be honest. But I loved Silent Hill. The atmosphere, how it looked, just a great game, man. See, I like horror games, but they've got to be done right. You know what I mean? It's got to be done. Yeah, it's got to be done right. Right Hook Boxing. He's still playing Fight Night Champion. They've done Hat and Dirty there, Chinny as fuck. Yeah, man. What I'll do, Nordic, I'm going to put my Xbox gamer tag on my community page. I want to change my name because it's fucking cringy. It's from like when I was 13 years old or something, so it's cringy as fuck. But I'll put it on my community page so everyone can add me. I still need to get live though, Xbox Live. I need to sort that out, but I'll get that in the next few days. But yeah, Fight Night Champion. That's a good shout, Could be a Fight Night Champion versus viewers. That'd be good. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I love Silent Hill Nordic. Love that game. There's like, even though like on the PS1, there's like random obscure games that I used to love, but nobody like remembers or ever talks about. Like, sorry. So one of the games on PS1 was called Nightmare Creatures. It was kind of like I guess like Bloodborne these days. It's kind of like in that mold. Loved that game as a kid, like going around, just going through levels, killing fucking monsters. That was a great game. Really good fucking game. But so many games, man. Yeah, Nightmare Creatures came out in fucking must be mid-90s, 96, 97. It's a fun game. I liked it anyway. It's like a really, really, really early version of Bloodborne almost. That's the best way I can describe it. GTA 6 should feature Clarissa Shields' brother. Yeah. Now GTA, I know it's super casual, but I loved GTA as a kid. I really did. A lot of people say GTA is the same thing over and over. Vice City, GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas were fucking breathtaking games for different reasons, but they was amazing games. I couldn't tell you how many hours I wasted on San Andreas. I could still fire up. I could play that now, and I'd still get entertainment out of it. That was a hell of a game. Hell of a game. Like customization, weapons, good map, good story, fun shit to do. That's a great game. GTA San Andreas. Like even the modern GTAs, I loved GTA 4. Like, I think the story was great. It looked a bit grimy, but that suited the story. Wasn't as out there as a lot of GTA games. It was more toned down, more realistic, more gritty. But I like GTA 4. GTA 5, I do like it. I did like the single player campaign. I love the map, but it doesn't have that same GTA feel that the last games had. As good as it is, I do like GTA 5 though. I do like it, but it's just not the same. There's something I can't put my finger on GTA 5. I like it, I play it, but there's something about it that I just don't doesn't quite do it for me. I don't know what it is. You know, Sean Newton versus 78 Sports TV on Fight Night. Fucking hell. Yeah, exactly, Ridian. GTA was basically my babysitter as a kid. Loved it, man. From GTA 1 to... I've played them all, man. Played them all. I love GTA. So I'll always be a GTA fan. Like, if I'm not gaming, I'll buy a console to play GTA. That's how much I love GTA. I'll never stop playing GTA. I'll always play a new GTA. Always. Yeah, Nordic, I agree, actually. I think San Andreas, that was the peak. That was the best game they ever done in the GTA series. Like I said, I did like GTA 4 for story, and I like GTA 5, but they're not the same. They're not the same. And to be honest, I think Red Dead Redemption 1 is arguably Rockstar's best game. I think that was great. Abe's Odyssey, yeah, B Space, that's a good shout. That's a good shout, you know. Abe's Odyssey. Sean Newton, I can't get over that. Sean Newton versus 78 Sports TV on Fight Night Champion. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Nordic, that is true. Yeah, GTA 5, it was definitely disappointing. It but the hype for that game was so fucking great. Like, I think there's always going to struggle. It wasn't a bad game. I still, like I said, I play it even now, but it's not quite what I expected. I guess I don't know what it is. I think again, online's ruined GTA, man. Like, I would love a single player DLC for GTA 5, but it's not going to happen with online. Yeah, I don't play on PC, Igloo. Only thing I play on PC is Football Manager. That's the only thing I play on PC. Yeah, Nico GTA 4 was a great character. Like, you could get behind it. The story was somewhat believable. Yeah, I liked his character in GTA. Yeah, Hawk and Mustang in the chat. Shout out to Hawk and Mustang. Big up. Yeah, Abe's Odyssey Oddworld was fucking hilarious. Worms was a fucking great game. I loved that as a kid. Worms, that's hilarious, man. Incoming! It's jokes. That's brilliant, man. I loved Worms. Ever played online Soccer Manager? Nope, never played it, man. Right Hook Boxing. He's a Football Manager fan as well. At the minute, I've got 2 saves going. I've got a Wolves save, so we're doing that right now. Doing okay. And on my other save, it's an online save with a friend. So I'm United, he's Bayern Munich. So yeah, good game though. Football Manager's way too addictive. That's the thing. Yeah, Nico. Yeah, he looks like Lomachenko a bit. Nico Bellic. We've got Phil Collins in the chat as well. We've had George Michael, Phil Collins. We get all the fucking stars in this chat. Fucking hell. Yeah, you could make Abe fart. Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah, right hook boxing. First season in with my United save, I won the league. Like, I bossed it, but second season, I brought Usman Dembele. Who else did I buy? Savic from Lazio. That Portuguese defender, Diaz. Like, I fucking spent big second season, and I'm fucking struggling. Like, I played the kids last season, and I won the league. Like, Greenwood got like some mad amount of goals, but spent loads of money. Now I'm playing shit. So love it. That's great, man. Is AJ in too deep? Says Phil Collins. He could be in for another day of paradise. Who the fuck knows? Who knows? Jesus Christ. We'll see, man. Yeah, Hawker, man, that's their trick, you know. They'll block you. Christ. Yeah, Besbutin Butayev was good. It was a good fight. Butayev, you know, he came to fight, but wasn't as refined as Besbutin. Besbutin won that fight, you know, fair and square, man. He boxed well, but Butayev can come back. We've got Max Kuckerman in the chat. He's saying Hawker Mustang's upset that Kamala Harris is out of a presidential race. Never heard of her, man. I don't pay attention to what goes on in politics over there. It winds me up enough what's happening here, to be honest. It really does, you know. It's overdrive over here right now. We've got a general election, obviously the whole Brexit fucking debate and all that shit. I'm just bored of politics now. I ain't gonna vote because obviously it's been made apparent votes don't mean anything in this fucking country. So why am I gonna vote? I ain't gonna waste my time. To be honest, I'm not gonna waste my time. Yeah, right hook boxing. The Wolves game, the Wolves save I'm doing is pissing me off. Like, so like I'm beating I beat all the teams I should beat, but every time I play a top club, I always lose. But I fucking dominate the games. Like more shots, better chances. I dominate the games, but I fucking lose. Duck, what does Deldo think of Besbutin Ugas? That's a good fight. It's a good fight. 50-50 in my opinion. Politics is for people who think they're smart but can't count. There we go. Exactly, Nordic. What's the point? I ain't going to waste my time, in all honesty. I'm not going to waste my time with it. Like, from my perspective, I'll be honest. From where I come from, I'm never going to vote Tories and I'm never going to vote Labour. Because Labour's not a working class party anymore. It's not. It's got hijacked. So I ain't going to vote Tories. I ain't going to vote Labour. I sure as well hell ain't going to vote fucking Lib Dems, Green Party. I ain't going to vote. I'm not going to vote, man. Pointless. Can't be asked. I'd only fill in my fucking vote if there was a category where you can say vote of no confidence where you don't believe in anybody. But fuck it. I ain't going to waste my time. He likes Jacob Rees-Mogg, L-Dog. Yeah, that guy's funny, man. Exactly, Nordic. Couldn't have said it better myself. But, you know, we don't have that. So, like the US, they've got for Republicans where that kind of fits with my kind of viewpoint on the world. We don't have that in the UK, man. We really don't. But fuck it. George Michael, my family took Boris to court. He's pretty corrupt. Fucking hell. Yeah, Nordic. They're cunts, man. Jesus. They're a bunch of cunts. Like, I don't know, man. If I had to vote for anybody, I'd probably vote Tories, in all honesty. I think they're the lesser of all the evils, I guess. But no confidence in any of them at all. Yeah, Derek Chisora, the new face of Brexit. Yes, sir. Chisora to the EU. Who's the donkey now? Fuck you, cunts. Anyway, we'll avoid politics. We'll avoid politics. Jokes, man. Yeah, Vladimir Putin is. I like Vladimir Putin. So you can say what you want about Vladimir Putin, but he's got a lot of shit right. Namely, Syria. He said what would happen. Look what's happening. You have a big landlord in the chat. The big landlord. You bloody cants. Exactly. Yeah, yo, Yak. I've never seen you here before, man. Shout out to Yak. Duck. He says he'll move to Russia if Europe turns more soft. Yeah, Eastern Europe could be the place, man. I really, I've said it before on this channel. I really enjoyed Bulgaria. That was a great experience, man. People were super nice. You know, great weather. Surprisingly nice food. Really good food. And loved it, man. Loved just everything about it. I loved it. I'd like to see Poland next, like Poland, Romania, all these places, man. Fucking all of these places around that part of the world. Yeah, flying girls as well, Dark, 100%. George Michael, Italy's beautiful. I've got a house in Lake Como. Italy is nice. I've been to Italy, but a long time ago. I was like 9 years old. We went twice in 2 years. So my uncle's got a villa out in Italy. He lives out there, and it's a nice country. It's a nice country. Yeah, Nordic. Bulgarians are very nice, man. That's my experience anyway. Really good people out there, man. Really good, man. Like people like I've worked with a few Eastern Europeans and they've always been sound. In all honesty, work hard. They'll help you out if you need a hand on something. They're just fucking pretty down to earth people, man. Just hard workers. Yeah, you're right, Nordic. Good people, man. The Bellagio, how romantic, so beautiful. Yes, sir. Oh, fuck it now. Yeah, the whole politics thing, I'm just not. I wouldn't say I'm not interested in politics. Obviously, you've got to pay some type of attention, but I try not to talk about it now. It's fucking pointless. Just get wound up. Landlord, he's got European drivers working for him, not all hard workers. Jesus. Fucking hell, what was that? Jesus. Yes, it's getting. I didn't even realise it's just late over here. It's like 1:45 in the morning out here. 1:45. I don't pay attention to the old politics. Try not to. Are Joshua and Andy sleeping? you'd fucking hope so. Jacob Rees-Mogg. Oh dear. Yeah, man. Yeah, Duck, you're right in regards to Eastern European girls. They're more traditional. 100%. What's your prediction on Joshua Ruiz? Joshua on points in a close fight. He may have some rocky moments, but I think he'll win on points. Yeah, BG London. I've seen Hostel. I actually like that movie, man. I like Hostel. It's not as bad as people make out in regards to its violence. A lot of people say it's a bloodbath. It's gory in that, but it's not that bad. I don't mind Hostel. It's okay. The second and third ones were a lot more violent, from what I remember. Yeah, Nordic. Yeah, I know the guy you're talking about. Yeah, and I agree. UK women are fat and self-entitled. They have no feminine traits anymore. Yeah, very few. Very few do. Nes Mendoza, he's got Andy Ruiz Jr. by stoppage, 7-8. I could see it. Wouldn't be shocked at all, man. I mean, I've thought about changing my pick. That's how unsure I am. I thought about, changing my mind and putting a different prediction out there, but I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm going to say Joshua on points. Eastern Euro girls. This is from El Dog. Eastern European girls love me, but they keep asking me about my passport. uh, yeah, Nordic Warrior. Yeah, the head. Yeah, when they're playing football with the head. Yeah. See, like Hostel though was a movie. Like those sort of movies don't like freak me out or scare me. I guess it's never violence that scares me in horror movies. I don't get scared anymore by any horror movie, but you still know what tension is, and you still know when a horror movie has good atmosphere. And Hostel doesn't really do it like that. Like something like Halloween, the original Halloween, where it's not really bloody, it's not really violent, but the film just builds a great atmosphere. The stalking, Michael Myers. You don't really see him that often. Kind of like in and out the shadows. You see things from his point of view, and it kind of builds tension. But a lot of modern horror movies don't do that. They rely on gore and jump scares. That's why horrors now are so bad. Like, there's very few modern horrors I like. Very few. There's some, but very few. In regards to modern horror, man, I couldn't tell you what's my favorite. Yeah, I saw The Nun. I saw The Nun in cinema, Ridian. I saw that with some chick. And again, for me, it relied on jump scares, man. Like, just relies on jump scares. Yeah, Nordic, 100%. Like, violent movies, yeah, they don't phase me, man. It's not that I've seen loads of violence. It's not that I've seen loads of violence, like in first hand. I've seen some shit, obviously, but once you've seen one, you've seen them all. But a good film that builds tension and creates atmosphere, that's the horror movie for me. Halloween, even Nightmare on Elm Street is another example. You know, but I still have horror movies where they're not necessarily like the Halloweens of the world, but they're just fun. So like Friday the 13th is the best example. It's not a great movie, like all of the Friday the 13th. They're not great, but they're just fun, like slasher movies. I like those type of movies as well. So with horror, my favourite subgenre is like slasher movies. So like, yeah, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, all of these movies, man. Love all those movies. But I like all types of movies, man. But horror's my genre. Yeah, I like BG London. I do like some found footage movies. I actually like the original Blair Witch Project. I actually like it personally. I know it's not for everybody. A lot of people hate it, but I much prefer that to Paranormal Activity. I think it's a much better movie. Yeah, Nordic Warrior, the Wicker Man. Yeah, that was fucking crazy as shit. That is freaky. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because she knew what was coming. Crazy, man. Yeah, Halloween 1, Max Kuckerman. That's my favorite horror movie ever. Love that movie. I like Freddy, like the Nightmare movies. Another horror movie I really like is The Thing with what's the dude's name? Kurt Russell. That's a great movie. I love that film. I love loads of horrors, man. Even like obscure horror movies that people don't really fucking talk about. I could do horror all day long, mate. I could throw in two or three slashers and watch them back to back to back. Just a couple of beers, a bit of food. I'm good, man. Yeah, horror movies. Yeah, they're great popcorn flicks. 100%. L Dog. Americans tried to copy James Bond with Jason Bourne. Yeah, I don't like the Bourne movies. They're not for me. A lot of people liked them, but yeah, not for me. Phil Collins. Sorry, Dell ever cut a hole in the bottom of a popcorn box when you're with a girl? No, I've got to beware, man. Beware that hot butter. So I don't. I tend not to do it. You never know. Fucking hell. Yeah, exactly. B space. Blair Witch One. You never see the witch. You never see violence. It's just pure atmosphere, sounds, and I think they do a good job with it. Considering that movie cost like what 20 grand to make, and it made millions. Crazy shit, man. Yeah, Nordic, and they copy the old classics, but they don't do it as well. Like the new Halloween movie. Like I love Halloween. Like Michael Myers is my fucking guy. But I watched the new Halloween in cinema. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. I kind of enjoyed it, but it's just night and day. Like even I noticed with Halloween, like they even tried to like implement the whole SJW narrative into that movie. It's a fucking Halloween movie. Jesus Christ! Like it's so forced, man. I'm sick and tired of it. One horror movie I liked, actually, a modern horror and a remake, was Hills of Eyes, the remake version. That's a really good fucking film. I liked that one. I liked, yeah, Hills of Eyes is a good remake, and even the Texas Chainsaw remake. That was a really good remake. That's one of the better ones. I liked that as well, man. As as above, so below. Yeah, I've seen that. Is that when they're below they're in the catacombs in Paris, BG London? Yeah, I think I've seen that. I think yeah, I've seen that. I've definitely seen that. Yeah, The Shining. That's a great movie. Wrong Turn. Yeah, I liked the first Wrong Turn. Not a horror movie. However, I'm going to throw this out there. The original Terminator. I love that fucking movie, man, because it was an action movie with horror elements. So like Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie was fucking amazing, man. The whole just a great film. A lot of people prefer the second Terminator. I prefer the first. Love that movie, man, because it kind of combined my two favorite genres, action and horror. Like the Terminator in that movie was like a fucking robot Michael Myers, basically. Like no emotion, like just a great fucking movie. Yeah, Aliens, Ben Haynes, 1986. Love that movie. Jamstar, Don't Breathe. Is that the movie with the blind guy? When they break into his house, they try and rob him, and he fucking tries to kill them all. If that's the movie, I love that film. So I fucking love that. Dog Soldiers, yeah, that's a great shout. Philemus Lofi, that's a great shout. Yeah, Dog Soldiers, love that movie. Yeah, The Collector, that's a good shout. That's like Saw. That's like for me. That's better than Saw. It's like Saw done right because I don't know. It's just more eerie, man. I don't know what it is about it. The whole scenario is different, and the main character is actually relatable. Where he's done some bad shit, but he's a good guy deep down, and you see that throughout the movie, what he'll do for his family, and what he'll do to save other people. So it's a really good film, man. I love The Collector. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, L Dog. I never watched it, but I know what you mean. Yeah, Nordic, that's the thing. Terminator 1, yeah, no CGI, practical effects, and animatronics. 100%. Looks it's more impactful. It's like with horror movies, practical effects are always better than fucking CGI. Always. Always, always, always. Yeah, like the Asian movies are pretty good, Duck. Some of these Asian movies are good. I Saw the Devil. That's my favorite Asian horror movie. That's a fucking great film. Crazy fucking movie, but very good. Definitely recommend that. I Saw the Devil. Us. Yeah, that's the movie. Us. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Ghost with Patrick Swayze. Fucking hell. Yeah, man. I mean, I used to fucking grow up on this shit, man. Horror movies, GTA, fucking all types of shit, and I never turned out to be a psycho. So there we go. Yeah, Lake Placid. Yeah, I've not seen that in years. I've not seen that since I was a kid. Lake Placid. Fucking hell. That's a blast from the past. I fucking forgot that movie existed. Damn. I enjoyed it at the time, though. Deep Blue Sea, another one I used to like as a kid. Not a great movie, but again, nostalgia. There's so many movies, man, I used to love. And I still love. But Creep. Yeah, Creep. Yeah, Creep is the one where they're on the underground. Yeah. What other movie was there I really fucking enjoyed recently? I saw it. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, I've lost it, man. It'll come back to me maybe, but yeah, Right Hook Boxing. I've played that Friday the 13th online. I enjoyed it. A bit buggy, but it's fuck. It can be really really fun. It can be fun as hell. I'll tell you what, found footage movie was good. We were speaking about it earlier. Found footage. Grave Encounters. That's a good movie. It's quite creepy. A bit jump scare heavy, which is a bit cheap, but it's a good movie. Adam Smith, a Vampire Slayer. Jesus, fucking hell, crazy. I liked. I'm not again. I'm not a big zombies fan, but I did like a lot of the Romero films. So I liked Day of the Dead. No, Dawn of the Dead. Sorry, and what was the other one? I think it's Night of the Living Dead, the remake. I liked those movies as well. Dawn of the Dead, the remake's actually really good. The remake for Dawn of the Dead, that's a good movie. Oh yeah, L Dog. Adam Smith has got horror movies on his laptop. He's got fucking snuff movies and all sorts. Oh dear. They could make a Sean Newton horror film slash slasher film. Fucking hell. Oh dear. Oh dear, man. I'm trying to think what is the movie that scared me the most. I can't think, man, because I've got to think back when I was a kid. Like when I saw the original Halloween, that did creep me out. Fucking hell. I've got a fucking cat here and it made me fucking jump. Fuck's sake. Yeah, the original Halloween when I was a kid, that creeped me out because it just felt so real, like it could happen. Um, the original Exorcist, when I watched that as a kid, that really fucking scared me. Yeah, man, I don't get those movies anymore though when they scare you. Yeah, The Ring, Right Hook Boxing, The Ring, yeah, and The Grudge for me as well. The Asian, like the Japanese version of The Grudge, that shit's creepy as fuck. Very creepy. Nordic Warrior, man, that's perfect. Fucking hell. Oh dear. Fuck me. Yeah, The Ring, Mohammed. E.T. for Nes Mendoza. Do you know what? I've never seen E.T. Believe it or not. Never seen it. It's crazy, right? That's jokes. Yo, that's a very good shout. Amos Lofi. The original Jeepers Creepers, I really enjoyed that movie. I liked that film, man. It's a movie where, like, I felt the first half was so fucking strong. Like, really, really good, man. The opening to that movie was great. How they kind of stumbled upon the creeper, the original chase. When that movie got to the night time, like midway through, I felt it lost a bit of steam. But it's a very good movie, Jeepers Creepers. I like Jeepers Creepers, man. Yeah, Jamstar, The Descent. That's a very good film. And British as well. Very good horror movie. Man, there's so many movies I could talk about. Like, I don't usually fucking talk about movies, like films and games and shit. Like, it makes a fucking different. It's a change though, isn't it? Talking about boxing all the time. Official scorecard boxing. Fucking hell. Oh dear. Exactly, Nordic man. The director of that film, man, Victor Salva. Yeah, exactly. But I loved. I really enjoyed the film, man. Didn't think too much of the sequels, to be honest. Second one was okay, but yeah, not a patch on the original. Not a fucking patch. Who said Old Boy? One second, I saw Old B Space. Yeah, Old Boy. Good Asian film. What was the other one? Old Boy. What else did I see? Was it Battle Royale or something like that? That was decent. I think that was the name. Oh, BG London. You have to see Jaws. That's a great movie. I love Jaws. I can't really speak for ET. I've never seen it myself, so. But you need to watch Jaws. Best gangster movie, he says, The Departed. George Michael, sorry. My favourite gangster movies. I love Scarface. Like, just again, another movie I grew up with. Godfather series. I actually prefer Godfather 2, in all honesty. Love that movie. Casino's a great movie. Goodfellas. I love all of these movies. Carlito's Way. Yeah, Ben Haynes has just said Carlito's Way. Very good movie. I need to watch The Irishman. I've heard good things, but no local cinemas are showing it for me, so I'm going to wait till it comes out on DVD or fucking Blu-ray. Yeah, I loved Goodfellas, George Michael. Long movie, but that movie goes so quick. Very good film. Okay, Nordic Warrior. Interestingly, a lot of the great special effects in Jeepers Creepers were added very late in development. It has an alternative ending where none of the action at the end happened. I've never seen the alternative ending. I'll have to look that up. Oh, Right Hook Boxing is on Netflix. The Irishman. I'm going to get that then. I do have a Netflix. I've got a Netflix account, but I don't use it, and I've kind of unsubbed. So I need to get back up on that. I'll watch that when I get a day off. I'll watch that. Oh yeah, Nordic Warrior. I love Snatch. Great movie. I prefer Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Similar movie, but great film. Very good film. Both of those movies are great. I'll tell you another good movie, a Brit gangster movie. It's not really a gangster movie. It's more like a high-level drug dealer kind of thing. But Layer Cake with Daniel Craig. That is a fucking great movie. Very good film. Oh, Ben Haynes, Crank. Yeah, they were fucking great. Crank. Yeah, Crank 1 and 2. Very good. Love Crank. Jason Statham, like just crazy action, completely over the top, funny, great fucking action scenes. Just a great movie, man. I love Crank. I've not seen it in a long time though. It's a great fucking film. That's a good shout, man. I forgot about Crank. Do you know what I enjoyed with Jason Statham? I know a lot of people don't really talk about it, but The Transporter. I felt very was underrated. I like the Transporter series. Okay, I think I have seen that Nordic actually. With the alternative ending. Yeah, yeah. Harry Brown. Yeah, UK gangster movie. George Michael. I'll tell you what. Another good movie with Michael Caine. Get Carter. That's a good movie. Great film. Get Carter. Really good, man. Very good film. Yeah, Crank B Space was funny as hell. Just a great action, man. Like you can sit back. If you go into a movie and you want to take it serious, Crank isn't for you. But if you want an action movie with some fucking funny moments, crazy shootouts, Crank is a great movie. Both of them, one and two. Yeah, Nordic, I agree. I think Transporter they kind of fade out after two. I think was there two more after was I think was there four movies in total? I remember watching the third, didn't really enjoy it as much, but I agree. The first two were very strong, like really good movies. I think that was great. L Dog's got a question. Fire away, man. That's what we're here for. I'm going to wrap it up soon, but fire away. Fucking going to go to bed in a minute. I am fucking knackered. Cream fucking crackered. I've had a day off today. I've done absolutely nothing, but I'm knackered. Oh, L Dog in the chat, man. Oh, Christ. Yeah, I liked Harry Brown. Harry Brown was a really good film, man. Really good film. I still need to watch this new fucking Joker movie everyone's talking about. I've still not seen it. What puts me off? I'm not a superhero movie fan, to be honest. But I actually enjoyed the Dark Knight. Like that's the only superhero movie I've ever enjoyed. I kid you not. So I wanted to give this Joker a chance, but I've just not got round to it, to be honest. Oh damn! Okay, there was four. The reboot was awful. Yeah, I can imagine. But I really liked the first two, man. Really good films. I tell you what else I really enjoyed. Speaking of action, I absolutely fucking adore Lethal Weapon. I love all of those movies, man. Love Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon 4 is my favourite, believe it or not, with Jet Li, and that's a great film, man. Lethal Weapon 4 is fucking tremendous. Love it. Mel Gibson. Is it Danny Glover? It's a great film, man. Excellent film. Yeah, L Dog. I can't stand the Avengers and fucking all those movies. I can't stand them. But I did like The Dark Knight. I really did. Joker scares people because the violence is realistic and not over the top. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Kung Fu Hustle. Never seen it, man. Yeah, I need to watch Joker. Need to watch that shit. I'll probably over Christmas. I've got a few movies I want to watch. I'll probably do it over Christmas when I've got a couple of days off. To be honest, I've got to be in the mood though to watch a movie. I've really got to be in the mood. That's the thing. Rambo: Last Blood. Now, a lot of people disliked Rambo: Last Blood. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Not the best Rambo movie, to be honest, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was quite good. Something it's a bit it had a different feel to the other Rambos, but I liked it, man. I tell you what, a Rambo that's very underrated was How many Rambos is there? Not the last Rambo movie, the one before that, like 2008, maybe it came out. That Rambo, that was very good. Was it Rambo 4? I think it was Rambo 4, yeah. That's a great movie. Yeah, I saw the fucking I saw your review, Nordic, on Rambo Last Blood. Yeah. People will be offended about anything these days, man. Fucking crazy. I liked it though. Yeah, Rambo 4, Ben Haynes, 2008. I watched that in cinema. Loved it, man. That's a great movie. That's a great movie. What, 14? I think I was 14 at the time. Yeah, it's a sick movie, man. Cheap Thrills, Phil Collins. No, I haven't. Never seen it. You guys have given me some good movies to fucking watch though. L Dog, he says Casino Royale is the best movie of recent times in his opinion. I'll tell you what, I've never been the biggest James Bond fan, but I actually like Daniel Craig as James Bond. I think he's done a pretty good job. I think the movies are more serious with Daniel Craig, and I've enjoyed all of the modern Bond films. To be honest, Quantum of Solace was the weakest one in my opinion, but I think Daniel Craig's been pretty good. Other than Daniel Craig, I didn't really like James Bond. I liked Timothy Dalton. I think it was License to Kill. You know when they lowered that geezer into the shark tank. That one. That was a fucking very good movie. A more gritty version of James Bond. Really good, man. Love that movie. Love that movie. So yeah, my favourite Bond movies are the Daniel Craig ones and License to Kill. And GoldenEye as well. How can I fucking forget? GoldenEye was great. GoldenEye was very good. And Pierce Brosnan wasn't bad either, actually, to be fair, as James Bond. See, official, I prefer to Casino Royale and I like Skyfall as well. I enjoyed both of those. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan was a great movie. Sorry, a great movie, a great actor. Sorry, a great Bond. What am I talking about, man? I'm knackered, by the way. I'm absolutely cream crackered. Yeah, GoldenEye was great. Yeah, he had the James Bond like look and everything. Pierce Brosnan. I liked it when James Bond said that slapping a woman around is okay, and then did it, and then did an interview about it. Yeah, was that what's the dude's name? I forgot his fucking name. Oh, oh, Christ, I forgot his name. Ah, oh, I forgot who it was, man. Who's the guy who fucking done that interview? Ah, I should know this. Oh well. Sean Connery, yeah. Why did I fucking forget that? Sean Connery, yeah. Hilarious, man. If you want a good Sean Connery film, check out a movie called The Rock. Very good film. Really good movie, The Rock. Check it out if you kind of like action and whatnot. Good stuff. Yeah, Sean Connery, man, he was decent. He was decent. But my favourite, I'd say overall, is probably Daniel Craig. But best individual movie, it's a tie for me between GoldenEye and License to Kill. I loved License to Kill, man. I liked it. It's just a lot more gritty, a lot more violent than the usual Bonds. Yeah, Sean Connery was the Alpha Bond, 100%. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, there's a new Bond coming out in April, I think. Might have to definitely give that a watch at some point when it comes out. Goldfinger or Gold Member. Yeah, and there are some good Bond movies. Not my favourite franchise by any means, but there are some good movies in there. Some better than others, but Roger Moore. Listen, man, I used to watch Bond as a kid. Like my dad used to watch it a lot. He used to like James Bond, but yeah, I've pretty much seen them all. Yeah, a BG London, The Rock was a great movie, man. It was a very good. I love that movie. It's a really good film, man. Definitely worth watching. If anybody's not seen it, it's a really good film. Who else did it have in it? I forget. Yeah, Con Air, Nicolas Cage. Yeah, my favorite Nicolas Cage movie, Face Off. I fucking love that movie. Nicolas Cage, Travolta. Great movie, man. That's a brilliant film. I've not seen that in years, though. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that in the next few weeks. It's a great film. Yeah, Face Off, man. Fucking great, man. So many movies I need to fucking rewatch or watch for the first time. Damn. Anyway, lads, I'm gonna have to wrap this one up. I am fucking cream crackered. I've really enjoyed this stream though. Um, really have enjoyed it. So definitely going to start live streaming a bit more. I need to start, I need to start firing them up more regularly. So look out for that. I'll try and keep up with my promise. But yeah, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for checking it out. Thank you to everyone who dropped a like. If you could drop a like on the way out, be most appreciated. But yeah, man, I'm going to wrap this one up. Peace.